The Nikki Glaser Podcast. The Nikki Glaser Podcast.
Here's Nikki. Hello, here I am. It's the Nikki Glaser Podcast. It's Nikki Glaser. Hi, guys. It is, what are we looking at? Wednesday? Feels like a Wednesday.
It's Wednesday somewhere, Nikki.
It definitely is here today. It's Wednesday. And we're actually recording this on a Wednesday. It sounds like we're kind of acting like we're not, but it's Wednesday.
It's a
We're
Wednesday
here.
morning. It's
Yeah.
an early morning on a Wednesday.
It's an early morning, you guys.
It's 8 o'clock.
It feels so early.
I know.
So much earlier. I mean,
We were up late last night.
we were. And do you know what? You want to know how late I was up?
I could guess.
Take a guess.
I mean, I don't think you fell asleep till 3:45 a.m.
Try 7 o'clock.
No.
I know.
Wait, what?
I got a half hour of sleep.
Nikki.
Dude, Noah, I slept 2 nights ago. I slept for 17 hours. Last night, I slept for 16 hours. So, like,
You were due for a half an hour.
I was due for a halfie. You know, like.
What's the opposite of a coma? A wakey?
I'm trying to think of what's coma backwards. An
Oma.
amok.
Amok. Yeah, you amok last night.
I amoked hard.
I mean, how was that 30? It had to have been a great 30, though.
It was a pretty good 30. You know what? Whenever I struggle with that last little sliver of sleep that you get,
Yeah.
and you go, oh, fuck, I always just go, this is a nap. Treat it as a nap. If I'm getting a half-hour nap, I'm happy about that nap. So I'm feeling good, feeling right, feeling tight. I got a short enough day today.
Yeah.
In terms
You'll
of my
be fine.
schedule. It's when you get a half-hour sleep and you're looking at like a 9-hour work day. That's when I start to feel sad for myself. But I'm going to be loopy and
So what were you doing at, let's say, 5:45 a.m.?
great question, Andrew. I was
Reddit?
5:45. No, Reddit. I had given up on Reddit. See, that's like right when I get in bed. So I went in bed at like maybe, let's say 12:30. I go on Reddit until like 1:30, and then I'm just like, my eyes can't fucking take it anymore. Then I read, then I was on Instagram going around. Then I read a New Yorker article that takes like 14 years of your life.
What was
'cause
the
those are so
article
long.
about? Do you
It was
remember it?
about what we were talking about the other day. It was about how these monks they found can
Sleep for a half
raise
hour
their
and still fucking kill it
function
on
and do a
Perfect
podcast.
Strangers too?
Yeah.
Fucking those monks.
Yeah, these fucking 3 monks these monks do this practice. There's 3 monks that live like, up in the fucking mountains when it is freezing cold, and they only wear like a thin piece of wool, and they don't freeze to death, and they sit all day and meditate. And they studied them, and they do this type of meditation that keeps them warm. And we were talking the other day when we went swimming with the whales I reminded everyone about this thing that Ben Glebe, who I've talked about before on the show, he was also the one that recommended that insane Lorenzo guy to me. But he also said that if you focus on the fact that there's 98.6 degree blood pulsing through your veins at all times, it can like warm you when you're feeling really cold. Just focus on the blood. And I was like, oh, so first of all, I saw the article on Instagram, on the New Yorker Instagram. I forwarded it to Ben because he's a night owl too. He's always texting me at like 4 a.m, like, how are you, friend? Like, I always wake up to text at like 4 a.m. from him. Or, in the morning, I keep my phone on silent. But so I went and read it. And there's a type of meditation that all these scientists were scoffing at and thinking like, oh yeah, you can do this mindfulness of like picturing your core being like Ben stuff.
Yeah,
and it does make you think that you're hotter, but your temperature doesn't rise. It's just the way your mind actually thinks about it. But then they hooked all these devices up to these monks, and they studied their core temperature, which is like kind of impossible or they thought was impossible to do yourself. And they were able to heat themselves up in their core temperature. One of these monks was able to give themselves a fever in like normal temperature, like 100 and something degree fever.
Sure you didn't have COVID?
That's a good point.
Could have been COVID.
They do talk about how like when you get menopause or when you're fighting off a fever, like your body does have a way of finding a way to heat up itself. But we haven't tapped into that as human beings to be able to control it, much
Does
like
the
we
heat
can't control
kill
our
the
heartbeat.
disease? I never even thought about. Does heat help? Is
Yeah.
that a reason why we get hot?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I thought it was the other way around. I thought the disease made us hot.
I always thought
which-
that too,
yeah.
and I think it's our immune system heating up the disease so
Oh,
that
like
it gets
a boil. Like it boils. Like you boil chicken. Our bodies are boiling the disease.
yeah to get rid of the salmonella in our veins.
Yeah.
And they found that there was like a type of bumblebee that's really cool. They do this thing if they have like an intruder, they all swarm and the bumblebees will just flutter their wings really, really fast and it creates but they gather together to make heat to then burn this intruding insect alive.
Oh.
From all the heat generated from it buzzing together. And then they were talking about this fucking little squirrel. They were talking about all these different animals and how they heat themselves up. A squirrel that hibernates in the Antarctic and it reaches like below freezing levels and and it hibernates and it gets below freezing and its body temperature gets below freezing. And it's like, how does that work? Because it's the only warm-blooded animal that can actually stay in can freeze essentially and still have its blood moving. Like if your blood stops moving, but they studied it and it is created this way to have its blood flow like almost like, you know how like a stream sometimes when it's frozen over, it's trickling beneath the ice sheet. So it's like, it creates little paths. And it was the most fucked up part of this article was that they tested these squirrels, so many scientific tests on these little Arctic squirrels where they would take them when they were in hibernation. Which, weren't you talking about bears in hibernation?
Yeah, that they don't actually go into the cave.
What?
They don't like just sit in the cave the whole time.
Yeah, they're not just like eating snacks and like
Watching
chilling
TV.
and watching Netflix.
I thought they slept for 6 months. I think a lot of people think
Well,
this.
they go into a thing called topor, topor, T-O-P-O-R.
Yeah, where it's like just a state of just
It's a
laziness.
It's deeper than sleep, actually, but they can't rouse in the same way that sleep would be able to rouse, because when animals are put in torpor, so they took these little squirrels that were put in torpor, and I swear to God, these scientists said they would take them out. It was very scientific. They would take them out of torpor. And they'd burrow in and get and grab them. And these little mice, squirrel mice that would be like balled up, they would take them and they would throw them in the air. These scientists were throwing these squirrels in the air. And they never made a comment like of how this seems like rather unscientific. And they said some of these squirrels would not go out of torpor when they threw them 100 times in the air. And I just picture these scientists like juggling these tiny little squirrels that are just like trying to sleep. And the squirrels don't wake up at all. So hibernation is like a different kind of thing.
But they're alive.
It's the same way whales breathe when they sleep at night. Because you go, how's a whale fucking going up and breathing?
Can we look up, though, how long bears
Hibernate?
actually torpor for? Because I remember reading it, and I was very surprised. Everyone has an idea. We were all taught,
I'm guessing it's like
that
the
caves-
winter months,
No,
like
that's
4
not it,
months
though.
or some
They
shit.
don't just, like... You think they just sleep for 4 months straight? Like you did the other day?
Yeah. Yes, I do.
Yeah, you're like a bear. You're either hibernating or you're fighting for your life.
Wait, bears, I think they go in torpor.
No, can you
Yeah.
Google
which is going to
that?
be the next Wordle
So
tomorrow.
So it's torpor, T-O-R-P-O-R.
There we go. I was close.
That was close enough.
Thank you. Torpor.
Tofu.
And it said it can last a few weeks in warmer parts of North America to 6 months for bears in Alaska.
Okay,
Boom.
but what are they doing? Are they just out?
Yeah, describe to us what torpor is.
Are they just out cold? Because
We're all going to learn something today because
I could have swore.
it's actually deeper than sleep, yo. It is.
No, I get that, but I know I read something where we all think bears just go into a cave for
No,
months.
I think you were
and just
talking about the
sleep.
Mandela effect, and it's Bears
Bears and
Berenstain
cave
Bears.
bear. Bear and cave bear. Bear and cave bear. So that got you till probably 4:30.
Yeah.
Oh, you want to know something interesting?
And then I started reading another New York article that disturbed the fuck out of me.
But I was thinking about this real quick. Them getting warmer. There's people. There's like a whole village that is like a fishing village, and they don't have snorkel equipment. They don't have scuba equipment.
Oh, and they just deep dive.
They deep dive, and they actually, through evolution, has like made their like spleen bigger or
I thought
whatever.
you were gonna say they got gills.
Yeah, they have Vince Gill. He's a
'Cause
great
you-
country artist that
He's
plays
been
while
recording
they
down there?
They slow him down. he relaxes.
You
when
asked
they're
me the
down
other day if you had gills.
Yeah, because I ate bad fish, and then you go, "Don't go there."
Because
Don't
I thought
go
you
there.
were gonna go spiral of like, because
I'm
you started
not.
going like,
That was a fish. Yeah, that's it. Well, my dad's allergic to one fish, and I think he put it in our mind, like, don't touch this one fish. It reminds me of Arrested Development, like, this one fish will get you.
Lesson.
And I think it's a
Never
swordfish,
eat this
which is
one.
the scariest fish.
Oh, yeah.
Because not only can it kill you with its mouth, it can fucking
And
duel you.
I know that you don't eat swordfish. Of all the fish on the menu, you don't eat it because it's the most endangered, and its fishing practices are
that
the
too,
most detrimental
for sure.
to. I just always know that's the one to avoid, and also orange roughy. But orange roughy, I do believe, poses as other, like, they'll say it's orange roughy when it's really just another fucking fish.
Why does that sound like this? The tuxedo
Sounds like the
Lloyd
kinda-
Christmas wore in Dumb and Dumber. An orange ruffy.
Sounds like
Remember? Because it had ruffles and it was orange.
sounds like a sex act a Russian prostitute would offer after she was with Trump. You want the
orange ruffy?
ruffy?
And he's wearing the orange tux. Oh, so these guys, though, they can swim because they have like a larger split. Like they could dive for like 15 minutes, like something unheard of.
We
Our
don't
brains,
realize
we don't tap. We don't toper.
Well, we adapt.
Or
But
a
like
doper.
you think it takes thousands of years to kind of evolve, but we start doing things within a few generations in some places. And I think that even like our attention spans and stuff like that is changing now with phones and technology. I think that I could be wrong about this, but I think that I always thought that it took thousands of years for humans to evolve any type of new feature that would help them survive. But I think it doesn't take that long.
I think one is
apparently our
adaptation
pinky
and one is genetic.
nurture and
So the genetic
nature?
one takes like millions of years, but adaptation is the one that you're
Right.
talking about.
Does adaptation lead to genetic?
Yeah, I think because of like the survival.
selection.
Yes,
Yeah.
survival
Yeah.
of the
Natural
fittest and all
selection.
that.
Galapagos.
Darwin.
Galapagos,
Yeah,
Darwin.
we get it. We're so smart. This is turning into a science podcast. Fuck
Not-
murder.
Dude, does anyone know about the Galapagos? Because your boy did a deep dive
Yeah?
last night.
Did you
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
What do you get into?
Fucking, it's like, there's lizards there.
Oh God, Andrew was posing as a scientist the other day on the boat, telling us about the topography of.
I could throw a
was
fucking rat
really
in the
funny.
air.
It was
it
really
any
funny.
different than what I was saying?
It was one of my favorite bits ever. I was just asking him about the genealogy of different,
the island.
vegetative species.
Why? Ask me anything. Ask me anything on science.
I mean, I would really love to hear what is threatening the coral reefs right now. Like, what's going on with coral reefs?
Well, a lot of people think it's climate change because the water is warming up, which actually then affects everything down there.
Yeah.
But it's not that.
Really?
Yeah. What's happening is the reefs all had a meeting. It's like NATO, but for reefs.
Wait, who's going to these meetings?
All the big ones.
But who's representing the reefs? The reefs are like
The reefs are represented.
they can't show up to a
That's
place.
what you think.
Oh, so this is all you are blowing my mind right
Yeah,
now.
it's wild.
So
how,
originally I thought it was the warm water, and you blew my mind with that. But now you're telling me there's a NATO of reefs, and
Yes.
reefs actually are things that can join together and show up and meet. Okay.
well, they meet, but they don't meet in person. You know the internet?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Okay, so it's similar to that.
Okay.
So the Great Barrier Reef,
Right.
they have the most scientist fish and coral. That they actually developed this thing that reaches out to the other. They send out a signal. The other reefs they send back. It's kind of like
So what's going on?
Morse code.
What's wrong then?
Oh, so they're all like, fuck this. I'm sick of this fucking Earth.
Wait, so the reefs are revolting.
The reefs are revolting by killing themselves.
We're not fucking with the reefs. The reefs are fucking themselves.
Yes.
Okay.
That's not what a lot of people don't know.
I just figured out your bit.
What's that?
I give you a subject and you go, a lot of people think this thing, and you describe the way it is, which
Yeah.
is an easier thing to describe than the thing you're going to make up. But you use the time where you're describing the thing and we think
To
we
think
know
about, yes.
to think about the other thing that you're about to disprove. Is that at all true?
Some would think that. A lot of people have
It's like the Edge character, like, and why I love the Edge character is that it actually is exactly what edgy comedians do, which is stall.
Some stall on
Stall on purpose by going, nah, you can't take it. All of that bullshit of that, like, no, man, I can't. No, you can't. I can't say it. I'm gonna get in trouble. All of that is to give them time to think of what the fuck they're gonna say.
My best part is even the after pause where they go, oh, you can't handle that?
That's always the best.
And then it gets quiet. It gets quiet because the joke doesn't hit.
Yeah, comedians
'Cause they
do that
get it.
all
They do get
the
it.
time.
The people.
Do you know how many times I'm in the back of the room and I see a comedian that I will know and like, and they will do the thing of like, oh, do you guys understand that what the joke was, right? Oh, you don't get that joke?
Oh,
and
it's
I
too
just
much
go,
for you?
No, we get it. It's just not funny. I've said it so many times because, I mean, I don't know if I've done it before. I've maybe done it. It's a crutch that you use to protect yourself to make the audience dumb. It's not that you weren't funny. It's that the audience didn't get it.
It's adaptation.
My least favorite thing. Yeah, it's absolutely.
It's not genetic. Ham drip. Come on now. Ham drip. Who's here? I am. Hello. NATO. Reefs. 7 a.m. 30 minutes. Are you awake?
Oh my God.
Who's here?
I just there are some things that comics do that I just want to call out and like
The looking up of like my brain, all my thoughts are in my brain, and I'm gonna go get them for you.
Yeah, the pretending like they're coming up with it in the moment. There are some theatrical things that go into my performance. Like even watching myself in the edit, there are some times where I go, like there's a joke, but I know that you know that this is an act out.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make you think that I'm thinking of it right now. I know that my delivery is part of the agreement we have as an audience and a performer, that you're not dumb and thinking I'm coming up with this on my own. But there are some comedians that really do first of all, they laugh so hard at all of their jokes, which I get it. Sometimes my own jokes that I've heard before will make me laugh sometimes. It's something that happens, but it doesn't happen every time. And if it does for a comic, you're full of shit.
You're diabolical.
There's another thing that I was thinking of before you went on that reef rant, but there's another thing that comedians do that really bothers me. What the fuck is it? Just the acknowledging telling the crowd that they don't get something because of they said something that didn't work. Or, when comedians go, so I was on Tinder. Do you guys know what Tinder is? Well, for those of you who don't know, Tinder's an app where you pretty much, and they explain something
that everyone
knows.
But why did they explain it?
Because they have a joke within the explanation. Now, here's the thing. Just do the joke. Don't set up this false pretense for why you need to explain what. Like, do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's all.
I also love the.
Just tell it. Don't waste our time by going. For those of you who don't know, and I hate the joke. Listen, give me a punchline. Just tell me a punchline.
She sucked my dick.
And she sucked my dick. I'll say that again. She sucked my dick. It's like we heard it the first time. You have a microphone. A lot of comics do that too, and it is all fluff. It's all filler.
And then like the profound thing when they're like,
we got to go to break.
They say something like, and then the cheese was in all of us.
Well, that is just another thing altogether. Of like patting yourself on the back for some profundity that you bestowed upon us peasants.
And then it made me realize people, they're fragile.
Well, the way you just paused just then, it made me feel like you were telling me a secret that was just for me, you know?
It was.
And the way I feel about it is maybe we all should just go to break.
Wow.
We'll be right back with the news. Speaking of jokes.
Yeah.
You walked in today to start the pod. Thank you for getting me a coffee, by the way.
Don't tell people that I did that.
It was really nice of you.
I No, I don't want people to know.
You drive over to my hotel
fucking,
in the morning to do the podcast, and you get me a coffee before you go, and it's just nice, and I appreciate it.
I'm fucking around.
Well, I was showing you a TikTok, and then I looked at your phone, and I could see you were in the middle of writing out a bit, and I know when you're writing a bit because it's on your notes.
Yeah.
And I know I'm going to see it on Instagram pretty soon.
Maybe, unless I know I'm going to do it.
Literally, you've never once not put it on
I swear to God,
Instagram.
I haven't.
Really?
Yeah, I have.
Because
if I really feel like it's definitely going to make the act, and I already know that I think it's funny, I won't test it. Sometimes I just go to Instagram to test it, and then I take it down in a couple weeks.
You don't get to go on stage for so long. How are you
know.
going to sit on that?
It'll be tough.
Yeah, I know you too well.
I'm not posting this one.
Really?
Yeah, I'm not going to.
Well, can you tell us about it?
Sure.
Okay. Well, let's just keep it for the podcast listeners.
And then like it
Yeah.
at home.
Yeah, just like it and just double tap the screen right now. Or
No, I have an idea. My grandma, so we all know my grandma died. She was 100. Grandma Shirley. I think a quick joke there could be something like, my grandma, she died. She was 100. I know, it's wild. She was around when Blockbuster was here. Or something like not that long ago.
Yes.
You know? Could be funny. Like, she was around when the Cronut first came out.
Yeah, that's good.
And then
It might. I mean,
all of this
maybe
is,
this
like,
is a
new.
bad. Do you mind if I just mention things like as if we brainstorm as we go?
no.
Is it? It would be. I would if I would do that joke, which I love. I would think I would go. My grandma is 100. She was around when the first automobile, like a real one,
one,
and
yes.
then start listing fake
I
ones.
didn't even write that down.
But it might not even be. That might not even be the right way to do it. You might be right to just go right into it.
You know what I should do is say she was around when cars were around. Do you guys know cars? Do you guys know what cars are? Like, cars have wheels? No.
Oh, like you're doing the. I was like, who's this guy? I don't like this at all.
I go, cars, man. Fucking, they're just us with wheels. Engines are like our hearts, and fucking the computer in there is like our brains.
And our fucking feet, they're
Sometime-
like the.
Flintstones.
I was kind of trying to think of the goddamn thing that I said before that everyone.
Catalytic converter?
Yes, the catalytic converter. And the catalytic converter, it's just like our souls, man.
Damn, dude. You just fucking blew my fucking dick off. So yeah, that could be funny. Like, I agree with that. I think she was around when fucking World War II and the invention of the cronut. Something like that.
I love Blockbuster.
Oh, you like Blockbuster?
Yeah, it's really funny.
She was around when the first Blockbuster came.
No, just like she was around when Blockbuster was like.
Yeah.
I think just because first
100.
Blockbuster
I
kind
think
of
say 100 actually like really lean into it because 100's insanely old.
I mean, what does that place her at when she was born in the 1920s? Which is like a common time. I remember grandmas always are born in 1920s, like my grandmas were, but my grandmas died
Oh yeah.
so long ago they didn't reach it.
Yeah. What a loser.
Okay, keep going with your joke.
Someone say my grandma lived 30 years too long, but she was fucking.
For
And that's kind of
how
the
much
point-
of it?
Till 7 p.m. or 7 a.m. Like the whole night. She fucked, I think, until she stopped breathing. Well, there's a lot of things about my grandma. She would fuck a guy to death, pretty much, and then just
And then she would start dating a guy that looks exactly like
or
the
make
guy.
him look exactly like the guy that she was fucking before.
Smart woman.
Make him grow a white mustache. I think she had one guy dye it. It was, or maybe he became white from eating that old ass. I don't know.
Oh my god, I'm really worried. I'm worried about your grandmother staying wet. Like, did your grandmother use lube, you think?
Oh man,
Because how are you getting wet at that age? I mean, it just seems impossible to me. But
That's
it
a good
also
point.
makes me sad to think of a grandma being like, "Can I get some of that lube?" It's like going to the pharmacist for lube, and they're
I like that she's
it's
like,
over
"Can
there."
I get the lube?" The guy's like, "For your pussy?" No, my wrists. Oh, my arthritis. Oh no, my pussy's still good.
Just like lube always has like hard packaging, and she would have to like unscrew it and like squirt it in her hand. It just makes me sad.
An old lady taking
My friend
out
Lizzie-
fucking scissors out of that plastic thing.
My friend Lizzie used to have a bit about. I think I did a Lizzie Cooperman joke the other day too, about she gets really sad when she sees things on menus that old people have to read. Like, she gets nervous for them. Like, if she sees, like, she just doesn't ever want to witness an elderly person being like, I'll have the jalapeno poppers. Like, she doesn't want them to have to, like, waste their life saying something dumb.
Oh, I see. I thought like, they were worried that it would kill her.
No,
like,
she just doesn't like the dumb names that, like, that, you know. Like, I would feel embarrassed for my grandmother to, like, be like, can I have one ticket to Spy Kids 3D?
We expect more from that.
Like, they have to say the whole name, and you're just like, oh, it's so embarrassing. They have to, like, even read this thing. Like, they should be, like, spending their time doing other things than having to, like, do our stupid modern lingo or whatever.
Yeah. It's like me saying, like, fucking fire. Fire, dude. Fire.
Yeah, like there was a guy on Perfect Strangers 3 who said...
3 now?
Or 2. God damn it. This is what happens when you say
that girl's fire.
Yeah, he said some girl was fire, and I thought he said fine. Like, I'm fucking old Shirley.
You're an old jalapeno braid over there.
Yeah.
Old
I was
popper
like,
head.
Oh, okay, she's fine. And he was like, fire. And I was like, oh, God, I'm fucking old. Everyone was like, fire. Do you not
Liddy was big for a while.
Yeah, Liddy.
There's some words now that, they just don't, they don't hit. It's okay. I'm sure there's going to be some things on the menu one day. It's like the M&M skillet. I don't know. Something I can't think of.
Yeah, but like even sometimes I go to a comedy club and they're like, we might name a drink after you. Like the Glaser surprise or like Glazer or something like.
It's just come on the rocks.
And I just would be so embarrassed that someone would have to, the drink they want, they would have to say, I'll have the Nikki Glaser, barely know her. Like, they have to say the whole name. It's just like, let them just order the fucking vodka soda.
Also, you don't drink. It should just be the one drink, not on the, like
the one non-alcoholic
not a
drink?
mocktail either.
An O'Doul's?
Not even an O'Doul. I'm talking just straight
Like, it should be just
seltzer.
a Diet Coke. Yeah, straight seltz. Straight from the gun.
Nikki Seltz.
No, it would be like 2 lemons with seltz.
Yeah.
And like maybe a squirt of like some crayon if you
The
have
most
like a
simple
UTI.
drink ever. All these sandwiches named after people, they throw in things that shouldn't even be in the sandwich just to make it original.
I think I could make a pretty good thing for a menu. Like
a drink or a sandwich?
I mean,
What's your sandwich?
You definitely have taken so many of my food proclivities and said that they work. My
your
dream
drinks.
sandwich.
Well, actually, your food. Yeah, your food. Yeah. If you do a sandwich, what's on your sandwich?
And I'm thinking about the people because for me, I'm not really.
Yeah,
into
for
sandwich,
you, it's a
but-
fucking piece of lettuce and
Shut up.
fucking some dog shit.
Okay, I'll make a fucking sandwich. That's an Impossible Burger, okay? Not
You
dog
ate
shit.
one yesterday.
I did not like it.
You didn't know.
Because it was too meaty. I didn't like
Well,
it.
it had hair on there.
I couldn't. I want to know that my meat is not meat. I don't like it.
You made me taste test it. You didn't know.
Because it was, and I couldn't go back to it because I was like, I don't believe it. It's just, it's impossible that this would be. This is good.
You thought it was a Possible Burger.
It made me feel like animals had to have been harmed. I said someone at least kicked a dog when they put together this veggie patty. An animal was hurt in making this. It tastes too good to not be that way.
Jen said the animals made them.
Yeah, Jen was like, yeah.
And I was like, well, they got a job, don't they?
But they're child animals.
Oh, yeah, child. Yeah, they're little baby calves.
So, okay, I guess my sandwich would be, I mean, can I just do my fucking Quiznos order that I used to do?
Yeah. But give it a little bit of,
I'll give you
originality.
Some spice.
Yeah.
Okay, so Quiznos, right? You go there.
Yeah, but don't tell
White
people
bread.
this. Okay.
Or wheat, but go with white, and you're going to get it toasted, of course, because it's Quiznos.
No, you're not going to Quiznos.
What do you mean?
Oh, you mean your
This
sandwich
is my Quiznos sandwich. So they're gonna
it's
put
on
on
the
board.
thing. Oh,
Yes,
okay.
it's-
My bad. I'm sorry. I
it's
thought
the
you were
Glaser
like,
barely
I
knower.
thought you were at like a deli or something.
No. Okay, white bread. Let's do. I'm gonna put on some Swiss cheese. I like a Swiss. I know that's not for
You don't like holes and things.
No, I don't like holes together, closely
Okay,
together.
all right.
Trypophobia.
Okay.
Swiss cheese. Then we're gonna put some turkey that has like the brown on the outside, so that you can see that it's been carved.
Okay.
Right. Then we are going.
The pepper, you mean?
Yeah, peppery turkey, Swiss.
Peppery.
We're gonna fucking load enough lettuce on there that looks like a goddamn salad on top. So much lettuce,
The
a lot of
salad
crunch.
sandwich. This hasn't been done. I've seen bread on top of a salad. You're telling me there's going to be a salad
Yes,
inside, like a full salad?
I used to tell the
Shredded
guy,
carrots
I used to
in
go
there?
to Quiznos and I'd say, I know the sound, put more lettuce on the salad, on the sandwich than you think anyone would ever want. And they used to laugh at me. I'd say, put your hand in the tub, open it like a claw game, that like where you're getting toys. I'd say, now put your hand all the way in, now close it. And then he would have a huge clump, and I'd be like, now do that 3 times. And I was like, I know you're going to have to get more salad out. I'm really sorry, or lettuce. Oh, yeah. So everyone knows I like shredded let.
Yeah, you're
so
shredded.
much shredded let.
Yeah.
And then any kind of Italian dressing. And then I want you to sprinkle a significant dusting of oregano.
Okay.
And then I think that's it. I mean, and also some pepperoncinis,
Okay.
banana peppers, if you will. Some purple onions.
My only concern.
I'm so-
my only concern.
What
with
is your
this
concern?
Is that this sandwich was already on, from what I remember, was on the menu except for the extra sal.
I'm putting on so much oregano that it's criminal. You forgot. You didn't get me to.
That is true.
I'm putting
That is-
on so much oregano that the whole thing, like when they sprinkle it on, I say it's Christmas. It's Christmas Eve, and you want the ground to be like, sing jingle bells as you sprinkle the oregano.
Okay.
I want it extra like spicy like that, and then
I mean, that's a good
my
sandwich.
mouth is watering so much even thinking about it.
Oh, the bread at Quiznos is
And I
insane.
want you to take the olives and I want you to throw them out in the alley because I
Fuck
don't even want
olives.
my sandwich made around the smell or concept of an olive.
But you like olive oil.
Sure, because it doesn't taste like olives.
I know. Isn't that weird?
It's very weird.
Is it an olive? Is it really?
And
olive?
I don't want my olive oil fucked hard. I don't want an extra
Like Popeye?
virgin. I want it to be slutty as fuck. Why
What
is
was
there
her name?
slutty olive oil?
What was her name? The fuck
Olive
Popeye.
oil.
Olive oil. Yeah.
Shoot, slutty olive oil.
She was fucking very
Noah's back.
thin olive oil.
Yeah, I'm worried about her. She definitely wasn't eating any of her.
If Popeye fisted her with those forearms,
Oh my God. Stretch that bitch out.
anyways, yeah. So my grandma died. No, we don't have to. But I like.
No,
I came. No, I got 2 jokes out of it: the Blockbuster and the
Wait,
Louvre.
what's your grandma died before we get to the news?
Okay, so my grandma, the dementia. So my grandma had dementia right before she died,
Mm-hmm.
and then she had sex with a guy that was married who also had dementia.
Yeah.
So it was the perfect crime. They could do it every day. It was like Groundhog Day. It was like we could do a joke on Groundhog Day.
You had a
Like,
great. I saw her, you were kind of working. You didn't. This came up in conversation the other day.
Yeah.
But you said something like,
perfect
"You
crime.
cheated. You cheated," and you go, "Did I?"
Yeah.
or something like that.
yeah.
Like if you get accused of it, you just go,
Did I?
"Really?" No. What?
I caught you in that room 3 minutes ago. You did?
You sure? Who are you? What's my name? I used to say that I used to have a joke about about how when I get blackout drunk, I forget everything, and my grandma got blackout old, or something about dementia being like, we feel so bad for like when you get blackout when you're drinking, people are like, you piece of shit.
Yeah.
But when your grandma's like, I don't remember what happened last night, you're just like, we don't talk to grandma about what happened last night. We act like it's
Yeah, because
everything.
she fucked a frat guy
Yeah.
at fucking Gamma Samba.
Yeah, she has blackout there's some kind of joke I had about that. Yeah, I love that joke.
And then
The perfect crime.
And then the idea of being like, so my grandma died. Everyone says when their grandparent dies, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or like someone dies, they start seeing them in things. Like, oh, I saw my grandpa in the clouds, and it made me think
Well,
of him.
yeah.
Oh, a butterfly landed on my shoulder, and my annoying aunt
Yes.
helped me when I was sad. I go, it's always positive. One time I just want to be like, oh, I saw my grandma's initials in a shit I took yesterday. I think she was saying, don't flush me. Let's hang out a while. Like something like just like, it's always something like profound. And I'm just like, and it could be shit. It could be something else, like something.
It'd be funny if your grandma's name was like if it was shit, like what could the shit be? Like every shit looks like some kind of letter. It could be like it was just it was dots. Like it was Dottie was her name. Like I just picture like little like dot, dot, dot.
Yeah. Her name was Log.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dortharia.
Her name was Shirley. And I was like, surely this shit is big.
Or you could just say her name was Shit.
Yeah, or Shitley. But yeah, no, I like that. Yeah, like because a lot of times people see it in things that aren't even like, oh, this fucking.
Yes.
And the weirdest thing is, so I was talking about this bit with Ari last night, actually, just randomly. I was like, remember when we used to run bits on each other? Like, that's something that was really fun when you're an open micer. You just talked about comedy.
Yeah, before you were friends with Nikki Glaser.
Yeah, you get
she beat it out
coffee
of you.
thrown at you. Yeah, I forget. Yeah, I haven't written a joke in 6 years. So,
No, you run jokes by me. I'm better about it now.
So, fucking 2 minutes later, I get an article that's in my feed about a butterfly of a woman saying, "I've always wanted to be a yellow butterfly," and the guy is sitting there with a yellow butterfly on his shoulder. And I swear to God, I didn't see that article when I.
Right. It's like, was your phone listening to you?
Huh?
Do you think it was your phone listening to you, trying to sell you a butterfly?
I guess it was telling me to
Dead
fucking
woman?
do the bit and fucking
That's a sign.
ruin this guy. Ruined this guy for fucking his mom turning into a yellow butterfly.
No, I love that. I love when people die and you can look for things because it's almost like tarot cards. You know, like I don't believe in psychics and all that stuff, but it allows you to process your feelings, even if it isn't real. I used to be very skeptical about it and cynical and just like, oh, really?
Yeah.
So every time you see a penny, you think your dad's talking to you because there's a penny on the ground. It's just like, but you know what? What a beautiful thing to be able to look at the world that way and be reminded of someone who's lost and like and you know it's not your dad talking to you, but guess what? You fucking get to think about your dad. So what's the harm in that?
It could be a quarter, though. You know what I mean? Like, that's also the joke. The joke is like, why don't we make it a better, like, piece of money or, like, something bigger than a butterfly?
Because the dad's name's always, like, the mom's name's Penny or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It should be...
God, cynical's so funny, though. You know what I mean? Just
being cynical?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's what being a comedian is, being cynical. But I just remember when Conan left The Tonight Show, he did this really poignant speech about, like, how everyone's so upset about him getting fucked over by Jay Leno and all this stuff. And he's like, I'm grateful for this. Please, he just made a statement and he said, don't be cynical. No one needs more cynics. It's one of the most boring things you can be. And I've always remembered that and been like, when I find myself being too cynical, and I love Conan so much, he could tell me to fucking do anything, and I would, he's like Sam Harris of comedy for me.
Be cynical. You're like, you're right, Conan. Fuck.
Yeah, if he would have said like being cynical is the coolest thing ever, I would be singing a different tune right now. But I just trust his judgment, and I think he can be a fairly cynical guy at times, and I think that it's in your best interest to try to stay out of that lane, even though much like. Another thing that I love doing that I really wish I could just completely expunge from my being is gossiping. Is talking about someone when they're not there in a way that I wouldn't talk about when they're there. Mm-hmm. Because it's like lying. If you never gossip, you never have to worry about getting caught for saying something about someone or getting, you just live an authentic life. And I never thought I'd want to live a life where you don't gossip. Because gossiping is so fun. It's what like connects me to so many people. It's what like actually has been, gossip is such a currency to be like, do you like me? I have this really juicy thing. Will you like me more if we talk about shit about this thing that we both hate? And you can bond with people over that. And it's just like such a sad way
it really is
to connect with people. But it's something that I have a tendency to rely on when I get insecure about making connections with people. I go, if someone really intimidates me, I'm like, I know that I can connect with this person because usually the person that's intimidating to me is someone who's probably very scary and not nice.
Oh, so you could gossip with them to
so
get along
I find
with
a way.
Oh,
they're usually not a nice person, so I go, oh, I guess what they will probably want to do, talk some fucking shit. Now let me find a common enemy with that person and we create a bond. And it's a trait that I'm trying to like get out of my system. But before I do that, let's get to the news.
You heard it here first. Yeah, you heard it here first.
You heard it here first, folks. Not late, not the second, first. You heard it. You know the song.
Sometimes I'm hearing this news for the third time from us.
About every article today, I saw someone else fucking.
I can't wait to comment on it.
Did you hear about Ukraine?
Honestly, no. I have been kind of like earmuffs on that because it's so upsetting. So I hope we're not talking about it today because I'd like to stay in the dark because there's nothing I can do about it and I feel out of control and I'm really, really sad for everyone.
Oh, no, everything's fine.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's
let's
resolved.
Get to the news.
It's Wednesday, folks. You know what that means. It is Wednesday. I hope you're having all the swells out there. Because of my speech impediment and my ability not to put words or sentences together or know what letters are, Noah's going to take it away.
Take away your ability to do the news.
And my job. Thanks a lot, Noah.
That is not why.
Take it away,
I'm
Noah.
Doing
She
the
is
news.
in the bathtub.
That is absolutely not why I'm doing the news.
Yeah, right.
This is going to be a temporary thing.
No, it's not.
Feels pretty permanent.
All right, first
Oh,
story.
it's Sharpie.
Okay. A high-speed chase of a stolen San Diego party bus ends in a crash on an LA freeway.
I did not hear this. Did you hear this story?
I
Squirrel?
saw the actual scene.
Really?
Yeah, my buddy was in the fucking... No. It would be funny if he was like, yeah, dude, I was
So
there.
was it one
No.
man driving a party bus?
I don't know. I didn't look into it because I felt like this might be a story.
Okay, so here's
who was
here's
in
what
there?
happened. A woman who allegedly stole the party bus in San Diego County led authorities on a freeway chase for over an hour. It ended when she slammed into the rear of a sedan, then quickly surrendered. The owner of the limo company said that a driver was picking up a client, and when he got out, this woman jumped in and stole the party bus.
Is it a party bus if the party's not there? And I'm not making it. I know that sounds
So
like
is
a
it
joke,
then
but
is
like,
it just a regular bus?
if it's just empty, it's just a woman in a car at the end of the day. But it's funny.
Do you
but
ever
it's way
have you
funnier
ever
to me.
eaten a
to
party-sized hummus by yourself?
yeah, it's sad.
It doesn't feel like, or a family size,
Yeah.
and it's just a reminder that you don't have one.
My buddy Casey had a joke about that, about how pancakes, cooking them alone, is the saddest food because it's like there's not even directions on the back of if you're making pancakes for one. It's
Yeah.
always 2 to 4. It's like I guess I'll just cut it in half. I forget his joke. It was really
I like
funny.
it.
But
Well, this
it's
woman,
way funnier to think of like a bachelor party
what
or
was she
bachelorette
wanting
party.
to do? What she wanted to get away from? Like, what was her goal? I feel like this woman some people just are cuckoo, and she just saw an opportunity, right place, right time, party bus.
I mean, it's possible she's just crazy. She stumbles in, doesn't even really.
Why would they
kinda-
do a high-speed chase? Just let her go and find it later. Because high-speed chases, when they follow these people, it causes so much mayhem and also like other people getting hurt. You know, and when you chase
Yeah.
someone, they start going through stop lights and
We have helicopters like over them. We know where they're going. Like, what are we
yeah.
doing? What are we like?
There's a lot of those in LA, and whenever there's one, I'm in LA and I am somewhere where I see it going down live. Like I'll be in a fucking, I don't know, bank or something and it's on the TV. I look away because oftentimes you see those people do some really gruesome things. There's been a lot of live footage of people either killing themselves or being flung. There was one recently where a guy got flung off and his body flew like a fucking rag doll.
On a motorcycle.
Yes. Did you see that one?
Yeah.
I couldn't watch the end of it because it was so horrific. But
He ended up joining the police force. They let him in.
no, that guy
He didn't
was
know
dead.
the ending. Oh,
Dead
no,
on
he died.
arrival.
Yeah,
on
that was
that
it.
fence he fell on.
Different ending.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I like the story. I think it's right place, right time.
Okay, let's say this. You're
Okay.
in the party bus. You're drinking. You're having some fucking some Glazers, but actually with liquor in there.
Yeah.
You see this lady take over. How do you get the lady to stop the bus? What do? Do you try to fucking knock her out and take over the bus?
She's just going crazy and like being
Hitting
really
the gas. Yeah, I
hitting
don't
the
know what
gas.
you do.
I mean, honestly, I would.
Or you keep partying and let it fucking
If it was
roll.
a woman, I gotta say, I'd feel like a little bit more inclined to
Fucking knock her out.
try to like physically overtake her, because as a man, men's strength scares the fuck out of me, and I don't understand it. It's different than ours. And a woman, I just feel like, okay, I'm dealing with someone who has like the same kind of equipment I've got. And I would
mean,
probably
it's
try to
almost-
like blindfold her
No, that
so that she would then like feel so like she couldn't keep driving fast, right? Because I feel like if you're driving and someone blindfolds you, you're gonna just like take your foot off the gas because you're like, oh, I can't see suddenly.
You're like, guess who? Do you know
Yeah.
it's me from Netflix? It's like, we're dying here. No, wait.
I'd put on Ja Rule's Living It Up and I'd blast it and I'd
That's
fucking
what I'm
ride in that
saying.
pole,
Hell
baby.
yeah. Roll out. Dude, Because it's nothing more embarrassing than punching. Like, if you went to save the day and you hit a man and he just goes, thanks, you got me more revved up. Like that's so embarrassing. I'd rather die almost than the
That's
embarrassment.
why when women, I mean, I don't mean to get grim, but when you're like the idea of a man trying to overpower me to do something to me trying to bite him or hurt him in any way is terrifying because you might land one good, like, annoying punch. What is Noah doing?
Just ignore it. It's
Noah's like in a bathtub.
Noah is like
she's
getting attacked by a ghost.
Sounds like
man.
she's running an experiment with tossing flying squirrels.
I have no idea what happened to Noah, but she ended up in a bathtub with a ridiculous angle. I don't know what's going on with you. Are you okay?
It's her phone, dude.
I'm coming in here with my phone because my internet is out so that I can keep you guys on track and monitor the
Blair
recording.
Witching hard right now. Like, just like very close up, weird angle, like breathing.
If you're on YouTube, you're seeing.
She's in the goddamn party bus.
I mean, it's wild.
Just
over
keep
there.
going like that woman in the party bus. Okay, let's go to the next news story.
All right. This one I picked specifically for Andrew.
Yes.
Aw, thanks.
Okay.
Thanks for taking my job and then making a story.
A teenager has legs and all of his fingers amputated after eating leftover noodles that triggered a potentially fatal condition.
No.
Fuck, was there fish in it?
That one fish.
Under gills?
Wait, his legs and all of his fingers.
Yeah.
What he had sepsis, right? Which is a tough word for me to die from.
It's called.
Because I can't say.
I think it's called meningitis, which caused.
Meningitis?
Meningitis?
Are you okay?
No, there's a T in there too.
Okay, meningitis.
It's okay. So it caused stiff neck, nausea, respiratory collapse, shock, and multi-organ failure, and a skin
noodles?
rash.
What was in the noodles? What's going on with these nudes?
His roommate also threw up after eating the leftover food, but
And from
didn't
seeing his
react as
roommate's
badly.
fingers fall off.
So one threw up, the other one's limbs just started falling off.
Oh, shit.
God damn.
I mean, you hear of all this. I remember reading one story about someone ziplining in Mexico and they like nicked their knee, like just got a little cut.
Oh, yeah.
And then went jumping in a lake or something and they got a bacterial infection and then their skin starts rotting quickly and then they die of like I watch all these YouTube videos that are completely geared towards me of like the woman with no thumbs and the man who's allergic to light.
Yeah.
And just all of the sisters who can't see the color red. And it's just all these stories about people who just one day they ate some fucking noodles and last night I thought of you.
How fucking fragile we are.
I was having some kind of like pain, like a very like acute pain in the back of my head that felt
cute,
like
huh?
it was so acute.
It was so
I was like,
cute.
you little cutie pain.
It was a migraine.
I was really proud of using the word acute, by the way, because it was so perfectly what I was describing.
Yeah.
And then you fucked it up, but it was a good joke. But I gotta say, it was.
Oh, you
acute
were gonna
pain.
go with acute? Fuck.
No, no. I wasn't doing the
Oh.
joke. I was just proud of myself because I described it in the way that it really was.
So why did that make you think of me? Because I thought I would think it's
Because
brain cancer.
I had the thought of like, because it was a new pain that I've never felt. You know, like I'm used to getting
New pains are scary.
ocular fucking migraines and acute pain all over my face in different places, and it's fine. But it was on the back of my head, and I thought, I can see how this would cause you to go, what the fuck is this? This is the beginning of a new stage of my life. This is the little thing that makes me go, huh? And then cut to months later, I have a fucking cancer. You know, like because there always has to be one, of course, knock on wood for fucking all of this. Knock on wood. But
Acute wood, yeah.
but isn't it weird to me that, I guess it's not weird, but I always think when it comes to, I guess, cancer, really, like, what's the first sign? You know, like, is it just you get up too fast, and you're a little bit dizzy? Is it, oh, my arm kind of like I bruise, like there's a bruise there that I don't recognize? Like, it does have to start minor. It's rare that something starts just huge.
Yes, that's why you get it early.
And it made me realize, if I were slightly different, when it comes to my anxieties, this would be really hard to deal with because it would make me like the way that I kind of catastrophize being in a car and on a 2-lane highway and imagining all the things that could happen is the same way your brain goes to when you're starting to feel like
a new pain.
Yeah. Like,
Can
is
I
that
ask
what
a
it used
question,
to
though?
be like? What?
If it ends up being terminal brain cancer that you could have caught, but you ignored it because you're cynic about checking it out, would you feel like an idiot?
No,
would your last words go,
No.
Andrew, you were right?
No, I'm not saying because I don't think that you would get this looked at. Like every pain that you get, do you get looked at now?
Well, I'm afraid. That's
That
the
would be
catch-22.
I would
with me.
rather live a life that 99.9999999% of those little things that I get all day long, a little like
Of
my
course.
arm will start to
Yes.
following up on all of those would rob me of a life.
My grandma Thelma would.
But that
She'd
would
be
rob-
like, my bladder.
Well,
and
that
she
would
was
ro-
in the ER.
I would be
yeah.
in waiting rooms. I would be on a hold
Yes.
with doctors and insurance companies. I would rather wait till something is, I'm aware enough of my body that if I'm shitting blood for 4 weeks, I'm going to go probably call or Google. I'm just kidding. No, if I'm, if it's, I feel like I wouldn't let something go so far that I'm like, oh my God, if I would have just caught it. Now, that being said, I do think that there are things that don't even show pain that you should be getting checked up on that I wouldn't be able to know unless I did go to the doctor and get checked. But I think for a breast, when do you start having to get your boobs put in the flattening machine, the pancake machine? Mammograms.
A mammogram?
I think
like
it's
in your
40.
40s.
Yeah, I think it's 40. And then colonoscopies, aren't those 40? Are you doing
40.
those?
I've had already 3 of them.
Have you had one since you turned 40?
No, I gotta get. I'm due probably pretty soon here. But
Yeah.
When you get a clean bill, the more you get clean,
Then you have
the longer you can wait.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, all these things. A lot of these things are preventative.
What will you do if you get a weird new pain now? I just want to ask, and with no judgment. Like, if you get a weird new pain, do you Google it first? What do you do?
I don't know. At this point, I don't go down that rabbit hole that I used to. I used to fucking WebMD things. I used to be that guy. Like, I'd be like, oh my God, I get numbness here when I sleep, along my hand.
Okay, along the pinky side of your hand. Yeah.
And sometimes it would be in my pointer finger. I remember in college, I still remember when it started happening.
Yeah.
I smoked weed one night, and then the next day I started getting numbness in my butt, and then it started in my hand. And I didn't attribute it to I attributed it all to the weed. Then, oh my God, this is a crazy. So I was hazing this kid by yelling at him. In the fraternity.
So many good stories. So I was hazing this kid.
Yeah. So
and I noticed that.
but I wasn't even hazing him hard. I wasn't a big
I was
hazer,
giving
and I'm
this
not just
kid
saying that. I really wasn't.
Atomic wedgie, and I noticed my left pinky was slightly numb.
Listen how crazy
What?
my brain was. So I'm yelling at him, but I'm not even yelling. I'm probably being like, "Hey, you," pretending so other people think I'm tough. So he blows a snot rocket, right, and some of it goes in my mouth, which hazed
He
me right
hazed you
back.
back.
Oh, he got me good. That's a good move. If you're getting hazed,
God.
snot in someone's mouth, then my brain goes, "This guy
Has AIDS.
AIDS."
Yeah.
Because
has to,
I knew
because
that
why
he
would-
fucked 4 girls or whatever.
Oh, my God.
So my brain went to my numbness isn't from the weed or from having a horrible
Having bad
diet.
circulation.
It's from the snot from this dirty kid's
wearing my high
nose.
school class ring too tight.
And that's where my my brain
yes.
for fucking
That makes sense.
I mean, but that's just and then I just went down that rabbit hole for fucking 15 years.
I used to want diseases so badly when I was a kid and want to be
what to give you
sick or to be injured or to get a cast or to go to the hospital. I wanted stuff so badly that now I think that it's never gonna work. The things I always hoped were gonna be really consequential and have me get a lot of attention for being the sick kid or have a bunch of kids in my class write a card. I didn't think these things through of what the ramifications could be to have leukemia, but I kind of was like, man, it would be cool to get that much attention because I was starved for it as a kid, clearly. That now I think the disappointment of never it being as serious as I want it to be, I just don't even look up things anymore because I'm like,
I do love the idea of you getting cancer now.
you do. Just that's the end of the sentence.
That's it. And going to Make-A-Wish. I mean, like, so I'd love to like. They're like, ma'am, like you're. I mean, am I too old? You're. I hate to say this, but you're off by like 25 years. Like I could just because like no one. That is the saddest part about like what you're saying. Like the attention of like the later on you get a disease, the less people really care.
Yeah, and you're 60s.
Because it's like,
people
oh,
are
you're
like,
old.
Oh, you're due. I mean,
how many times has a grandparent guy? Oh, well, you're 70 years. It's like, no, I still don't want. Like,
yes.
Yeah. So
it's
no, I get that.
Yeah, and I it's been rare that I've ever, and so I still have that. It's a weird thing where I just go, it's never gonna be what it is because it never was. So I just kind of assume that I'm always gonna be kind of okay, and thank God for that. But also, I think there's somewhere in between the two of us of like not checking up on things and being completely overly
You should probably get like
obsessed.
blood work done like once every 2 years, and you should probably be able to figure out like. That's not a big thing. And then you don't have to go, what's this? You know, it kind of will tell you what's going on.
I really never think, what's this, ever. And last night I literally just thought, I didn't think, what's this? I thought, oh, this is when Andrew says, what's this? I didn't even think, what's this? But let's get to our Wednesday Wildcard segment. It's Answer the Internet.
Oh, nice. Let's do it.
This is the game from, Barstool. It's the cursed game you'll ever play. This is a bunch of would you rathers. Okay, here we go.
You want to do this just this one time? Let's play it like
really?
Really play it like we were on the show, like as fucking serious as possible. I kind of want to see what our answers would be.
Okay. If you had to get a lip tattoo, what would it say? That's actually kind of a cool question.
If I had to get a lip tattoo, I'd get a lip.
What?
I'd have lip.
Oh, the word lip.
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean, I guess you could do that with Eddie Barty.
I feel like it would say, if lip, would you have lip, so it read lip to someone who was reading it when you pulled down your lip?
pill.
Or to you, would it say bill? Because it would look like
pill.
It would look
Right.
like a lowercase b, actually.
Oh, shit.
Or a lowercase d. I don't really know which way we're looking at it. Lip is funny. Honestly, you should get that because the inside of the lip tattoo is the best tattoo to get because no one's seeing it. That's never going to be in style to show the inside of your lip. I was always worried about tattoos on a red carpet. If I was ever famous, what if I'm on a red carpet and I want that part of your body is in style to show, and then I have a fucking, Dave Matthews Spirit Dancer, whatever the fuck that thing was. Inside my lip, I would have vegan.
Ah. Because maybe it would remind you
Or some kind of Taylor Swift lyric, but probably vegan. Because it would make me really commit to it when I start to go, no, I want to do this thing. And it's just, I mean, who cares what you write in there, really?
I mean, no, what would you have in there?
I guess I'd have the word pointless.
That's very long for your. Let's see that lips.
No, it
I
would
don't
be
know
like
if you got the lips.
PNTLS. Puntless.
Oh, pinless.
Puntless. I love that. I always just wanted to get the Chinese symbol for unoriginal.
I wanted to get Chinese symbol.
The Chinese symbol for Chinese symbol?
Yeah.
Oh my God, we were kind of on the same
Yeah, we were
wavelength.
kind of
Whoa.
similar.
I
Yeah, I
actually
mean-
went to a Chinese restaurant once and asked them, someone who spoke whatever version of Chinese, Mandarin or whatever, what the symbol was for unoriginal, and that we could not communicate
none?
what it was.
Everyone's doing their own thing in China.
I don't know. Okay, if you could have an endless supply of anything, what would it be? And let's say you can't say money or Bitcoin.
Pussy. No. Endless supply of anything.
Yeah.
I would say.
I almost just said Olaplex conditioner because it's really expensive. But I ran out today, and I'm like, that's always something that I run out of, and then I go buy like the Walgreens best conditioner, which is all full of sulfates and shit that's bad for your hair. But then the other day, Robin, my hair girl, tells me that Olaplex has like a fucking class action lawsuit of women being like, my hair's falling out, so I don't even know what's up.
My favorite thing
Endless
about you
supply.
sometimes is that like your Julie Glaser shows and like because you have money. And then, but like a question like this is like you're gonna want something that's $2.99 like forever. Like I love that.
$28 for a little thing of it.
My bad.
You telling me that Olaplex isn't expensive? Because I'll tell you, it's goddamn expensive. So you think that no matter, if I swear to God, Andrew, if I had $1 million, I don't even think I'd buy Olaplex. That's ridiculous, Nick. You just use Tresemme. Who gives a shit?
Why didn't you
know
take
the
your-
stuff I get at TJ Maxx? That stuff is marked down. I get $3.99. $40. It says on that tag. $3.99. I'll tell you what. Go to
What?
Marshall's.
Yeah.
You get some deals.
Wait, why did you not end up with your mother's voice? Because this is the best
I
voice.
am gonna end up with my mother's voice. Are you kidding me? It's going that way. If I just smoke a little bit more and just get a little bit more tired of all the bullshit around here, I'm gonna get it. You think I'm not gonna get my mother's voice?
She's going to be a star.
Bitches, you don't even understand. All right, let's keep going. What would you have an endless supply of, Andrew?
Shit. I mean, I wouldn't want it to be unhealthy. I guess, God, what do I... Oh, golf. Fucking...
Golf balls?
Either golf balls
Or
or
like
unlimited
unlimited,
supply
like,
of
tee
like
times.
of oh yeah, unlimited supply. Oh, unlimited supply of getting on the courses I would love to get on.
Okay. I don't even know that that's a thing, but okay, like a movie pass for golf courses.
Yeah, for the best golf courses in
What
the world.
about you, Noah?
And a flight pass and a hotel. At a
No,
nice
what about
Holiday
you?
Inn.
The first thing that came to mind, and now that I've had time to think of it, it's probably not a good idea, but the first thing that came to my mind was pets.
Endless supply of pets.
Like your
I
same
hate to tell
pet-
you, honey, but there are. And you can go to any shelter and they will never stop arriving.
Exactly.
Time out.
That's so
One
cute.
pet forever or
No, pets.
Thousands of pets.
Like, I just want a lot of animals as pets. But that might
I
be a
love
bad
that.
idea.
I mean, your house will turn like anyone that has more than like 4 dogs, your house is your dog house.
Yeah.
You're not.
I'm trying to think of something that's really annoying to buy, like to go out and resupply, and you could just like
With
it
Amazon
just shows
though,
up.
Amazon is this whatever.
I
this
know
is.
you're so right. If you're,
Like toilet paper, like anything that you need over and over again is annoying.
I would say an endless supply of
Toilet paper actually
Spray
is not a bad
tans.
word. Spray tan.
because they're such a pain in the ass to go get, and they are not like they're the good ones are expensive. I got one the other day that's lasted so long. It's so good. I've been doing it for a while. It was $100, and it's gonna last today's probably the last day I'll get anything out of it, and I got a supplement with Sally Hansen spray on. So I would say spray tans. Final thought: would you rather have Cheeto fingers or wet socks for the next 24 hours? Have we done this one? It's familiar.
Ooh.
I don't think we've
Depends
done
if I'm gonna be fucking,
Okay.
because you don't want to finger a girl with Cheeto hands. But although it tastes better when you go down on her. I don't know. I'm having weird thoughts over here. I would say I hate wet socks. I fucking hate them. It sucks.
It's disgusting.
It sucks.
Cheeto fingers, though, really sucks. And I got to say that it's not just Cheeto fingers, it's any kind of dusted, cheesy
Are you a
snack.
finger sucker of your own fingers after, or used to be?
Sure, but you know what? You never really get that Cheeto grime off. It's really like, it sometimes calcifies, and then your fingers are wet, and then you got to wipe them on something,
Oh,
and you're
that's
going to get
the
that
worst.
residue. It's so bad.
Getting-
what? Oh,
'cause you
I
think
have
you
the
get it
worst
off.
thing ever that's going to make me talk like this.
it. Oh, no.
Wet Cheeto socks.
Ew.
Oh, boy. Okay, one more question. If you could fight one person to the death and switch lives with them if you win, who would you fight? Gisele. Okay, final answer. Guys, thank you so
I'm
There's a
looking
new
at her.
and there's a new video of her doing jujitsu, and I'm like, this bitch can do everything.
Yeah, man. She's Gisele.
But today I just saw her rolling around in a gi, and I'm like, I want to
You know what
fight
probably
her,
makes you feel
take
good,
over
though?
her life.
I
What?
guarantee she was called Gazelle when she was younger because she
Yeah,
was
I
tall
would
and weird.
love to be called a gazelle. Someone once said that to me, that I was gazelle-like, and I was like, thank you. And I even said, it makes me think of Giselle. And they were like, no, that's not what I meant.
Giselle is Gazelle who fucking just fucks a lot. Like Giselle.
I know.
Fucking dope.
Giselle is just, I think, a perfect human. Yeah. And she's married to a guy that seems to really love her a lot. Now he's retired, has a lot of time to like hang out with her. He's not
She's gonna
stressed
hate
all
it.
the time.
No, she's gonna hate having
she's
Tom
gonna
Brady
love
around.
it.
He's probably so annoying. He's probably gonna fucking be so OCD about things.
Did watch her on that, that 73 questions thing where like the guy's like, hey, so
Yeah.
show me around your house.
should
And
do
it's like
it.
this pervy
Yeah,
idiot
yeah.
that's asking these dumb questions. And at one point in the video, she plays guitar. She's really
She's not good.
and it's like a model thinking she's good at
It's hard with
it's a
hooves.
she's someone there's just certain people who get told they're great at everything they do, and it was
Yeah.
like there's like this model confidence of playing guitar where you can tell people have been like, you're great, and then it was just such a breath of fresh air to see her really just
Struggling.
suck so bad that it's like honestly don't share this with anyone yet. Have a little self-awareness. This is not something you should be proud of yet. And I say that as someone who knows every time I go on Instagram live with people, I apologize the whole time for being bad at guitar, and I'm much better than Gisele was in this video. But that's what it's like being a model and beautiful. Everyone just tells you you're great at everything, and you don't really have a perception, so it's not her fault.
It's not, but I heard she's really good at banjo.
I honestly, I cannot wait to show Noah the jiu-jitsu clip, because I have a feeling she also took one class and was like, "This is my new thing, everyone."
Oh
Like,
yes, the new
tell
thing
you.
for the new
Oh,
the
Noah,
new
I-
thing guy. Very annoying.
I can't wait to. Noah? Can I just send it to you and get your reaction right now?
Sure.
Live on the pod, because I think it'll be worth.
I love the new thing person. That is their person. Like
Noah, I'm sending it to you in Instagram. You ready? I just sent it.
Okay.
Gisele
Nikki
doing.
Glaser.
I think it's jujitsu.
Oh my God.
any good?
Well,
She's probably flexible.
It's like it's a buzzy D chord, right? Like this isn't
Yeah.
something she should be.
so
proud
She's from
she
Brazil,
ha- it-
too.
It looks like she
It's-
has
it's-
2
it's cute.
stripes.
of. Okay.
So she does
Oh.
have some training going on. I hate that her hair looks so good. Like
I
hair
know,
is-
that's what bothered me too. I was like, oh my God, I guess you can have long hair doing jujitsu. She has like this fun, like beautiful, like soft braid.
And the way that they edit it just shows her doing the move, not the transition to it, which is where the awkwardness is. So
Okay, so. Oh, Noah's not impressed. Love it. All right, guys, that was the show. Thank you for listening. Don't be and Jack of all trades.
Jack Buff.